everyone, and welcome once again to another video for the channel. This time I bring you 5 amazing mini-modes that you will surely love. Part number 12. Yes, just as you heard it, we are already in part number 12. So if none of the minimums that I bring you on this occasion, you will come to like it. Which is always I doubt very much. You can go see the previous parts. I'm sure you might like something there. And as in every video of this type, I bring you the following challenge. If at least 2 of the mini mods that I bring you on this occasion, you come to like them, you will have to subscribe. Let's see if you can resist the mods I bring you on this occasion. And now without anything else to say, let's go to the video. The first mod I bring you today, it's called Ripper's Ben 1.0. Yes, the truth is that they didn't kill themselves. This much such will not be bringing us too many things. But well, since we are here, let's explain a little about how the mod works. First of all, we will need these 3 objects. First, we will start with the empty plumber badge. And later, we will be adding some color. This can be any color you want. Then we will have to create the transmission signal. And once these 2 objects are obtained, we will have the full broadcast signal. This, when you have it in your hand and right-click on it, we will be invoking the Omnitrix. And you better get away a little, since it will be falling in the place where you are summoning it, just as if it were a meteorite. And we get closer and right-click on it. Inside this, they will be giving us our Omnitrix. And we are going. You won't deny that the process is pretty cool. And be careful, because just like the series, we won't be able to get rid of it in any way. Not even when we die. Although, well, actually, there is a way to remove it. But this would be with the following command. Since outside of that method, there is no other way to take it away from you. Now then, this Omnitrix has its own time limit. Counting on a bar with the Omnitrix battery. But well, the way to be able to use the Omnitrix, it will only be by pressing the X key. Once this is done, we will only have to use the keyboard arrows to move forward among the aliens we want to choose. And once we have found some, we just have to click on the X. And as you will see, it works quite well, as you will be seeing gray matter. It is regeneration and aquatic respiration. But now we have another doubt. How are we supposed to transform ourselves? Well, as I told you, we can do this once the time is up. Or simply using the following command, making the Omnitrix's energy 0. Although on the contrary, we want to put the energy to the maximum. We can simply put 100. But well, this is a bit of a cheat, so I hope this stays between us. We will also have other much more powerful aliens, such as Diamond, which will be counting with Force 3, Fireproof Body, High Jump Regeneration 2, Aquatic Breathing, and Resistance 3. This alien is possibly one of the most powerful. And we will also have others a little faster, as Excellery, having a huge speed improvement. And also the small detail that if we stop, your helmet will be removed this, counting on strength of 2, Super Jump Mining Rush 3, and Speed 3. And of course we couldn't forget about Fire, one of the most classic aliens from Ben 1.0, which will have the strength of the fireproof bodies, slow fall apnea, and resistance 2. In addition to being able to burn enemies from a long distance with the X key. So, if you are looking for a fun Ben 10 mod for recent versions, this is undoubtedly one of your best options. And having said all this, it now continues. Let's go for the next position. The next mod is called Nifty Ships, an amazing realistic ship mod that really work, having amazing designs and animations. Of course, they will be completely customizable in color and also in accessories. This mod will be bringing us the following, which as you can see is not too much, given that he won't even be bringing us the whole ships. And that's what's interesting. We will have to create our own ships. First, let's start with the basic bow. In this case, we will only be using these blocks, similar to a ladder, placing some of these like this, and then filling them with any type of wood, and then putting the oar holders on it. We will be creating our first bow. Just don't forget to put the oars in. And of course, since these are realistic ships, we will not be able to push them. We will have to use a bucket of water to be able to push them into the water. Sin Embargo is mod. It's very specific in how you build, and you interact with things. So, if you want to control the boat, you have to hit it right in this part. And now yes, we can start sailing with our little boat. In addition, we can also place some chests or tables, everything you need to be able to get out of painting. However, this is where it gets complicated. Since to create the big ship, we will need a lot more materials. This time we will make the boat a little bigger, adding this time this kind of slab, placing it in the center, and then surrounding it with the stairs. We follow the same process, only giving it this bottle shape. And mind you, I emphasize it again, it has to be exactly this way. Otherwise, the ship cannot be created. Once we create the shape with the molds, now it will simply be a matter of filling it. Again, I tell you that you can use the wood that you want. As the next step, we will have to create the slats. We will place these in the corners of the boat. And by doing this whole process correctly, now our ship will take its true form. Of course, we still have to finish it. Right where the hammers are, we will have to place the blocks. What will he be asking us? Like logs, planks, fences, and even wool. And when finally, we have placed all the ingredients, now yes, our ship will be more than ready to sail. And obviously, because it is a much larger ship, we will be able to put more things in it. However, if you want to make the most of it, the space on the sides, I would advise you to create the cannons. We will be able to shoot with them, right-clicking with the cannonball. And we can also point up or down. But the complicated part comes here, since in order to be able to move, we will necessarily have to activate our candle. Yeah, since we can't move the boat as such. If only we can control it. And I say this because we will only be able to move, depending on the current. In this case, if it is yellow or red, we will not be able to move in that direction. Hence, if you are looking for an amazing realistic ship mod, that they look amazing, this will undoubtedly be one of your best options. I have said all this now, yes. Let's go for the next position. The next mod I bring you, an amazing mod. What? We'll be fusing the abilities of the artifacts and the backpacks. Of these, we will have more than 30 different variants. Some with incredible abilities, and others simply with unique designs. Yes, if you are only interested in the designs, skills can also be disabled if they seem to broken to you. Besides, that they will also have for different improvements. The iron one, gold, diamond, netherite, and the crafting table. These improvements, they will allow us to increase the space in the backpack. The basic backpack will be made this way, and we'll be counting on this capacity of spaces. While, to get the following backpack upgrades, we will have to place it on a blacksmith table with the following objects, having as maximum level that of netherita, with a lot of space. Also clear, to have other very interesting functions. Or, for example, to be able to put it only with this button. Being able to have it on the back and open it with a simple button. Another very interesting function will be that of space. Since if, for example, I have a very messy inventory, I can only order it by pressing the following buttons. Even take everything in and out quickly. But wait, there's more. Since with the crafting table function, we can also have our own crafting table. Anywhere. With this other button on the top, we can save our tools. Having a different tool in hand. By pressing the Z key, we can switch between any of them, depending on the need we have. And we are going. You won't deny that this feature is pretty good. The backpack will also have a tank compartment, being able to quickly store and remove liquids whenever we want. But if it seems like too much work to you, we can also do it automatically. All this with the help of the hose. Well, if we have it in our hand and press the Z key, with the help of the mouse wheel, we will be changing your drinking habits, aspiration, or spillage. The drink mode, it will allow us to place the water inside the backpack. With the drink mode, we can drink liquids. And with spill mode, we can place the water as if they were buckets. And if that were not enough, this backpack has one more function. Well, As you will be seeing, tank number 1 will already be full. But if we press the N key, we will now be switching to tank number 2. In this way, we can increase our water reserves, or even place another type of liquid. And of course, without a moment of our exploration, it will get dark. Don't worry, since if that were not enough, this backpack is equipped with everything necessary to survive. Taking off our backpack and placing it like a block, we can activate the sleeping bag function. But if for some reason, this backpack mod still won't convince you, as I told you at the beginning, each one has a special ability. For example, the diamond backpack, netherite, and gold. They will be giving you more protection at the time of equipping them. The magma cube backpack will be making you fireproof. The squid one, it will be giving you night vision and infinite breathing underwater. The cake one will be feeding you from time to time. And creepers, when you detect that you are about to die, you will be releasing a powerful explosion and giving you protection. These are just some of the many backpacks that are in the mod. So if you are looking for a new and interesting backpack mod, this will undoubtedly be one of your best options. And with nothing else to say, now let's go for the next position. The next mod is called Zombies More, a fun mod, which will add new and interesting zombie variants, each with unique high drop special abilities. First, we will have the tank, a huge zombie dressed in red, and the brain outside with a lot of life and damage. But obviously, being a little slower than normal zombies. Then we will have the explosion, this being one of the fastest and most dangerous. Well, it will accompanied by his cartridges of dynamite that will be launching. Then we will have the Crowler. It is being the fastest and most aggressive variant of zombies, being quite fast without having legs. Continuing, we will have the Cursed, a kind of skeletal prisoner. That won't be too dangerous, but when you defeat him, he will release a kind of a demon who will have the ability to fly, and it will be pretty fast. And finally, we will have the Boomer, very similar to the tank. Will be a bigger and stronger zombie. However, it will be much more threatening when finishing it off. Well, very similar to the Creeper, we'll be releasing a powerful explosion, with the added bonus of releasing a poisonous gas. Now then, do you remember all the objects we have collected? Well, thanks to these, we will be able to create new tools, such as the Toxic Bomb, a fun projectile that at the time of launching it will be leaving a small explosion. But with the effect of poison, the dynamite sticks, they will function as a kind of mini grenades, causing small explosions, and with a delay at the time of launching them. We will also have for new potions. At the time of taking the poisoning potion, you will have about a minute and then you will die. The Cursed Essence will be giving you weakness, mining fatigue, slow fall free, and also invisibility. Agitstein will be giving you speed 2, mining fatigue, and hunger. And finally, the Brook Force, which will be giving you a good increase in strength, but in changes you will go much slower. And finally, we will have the Brain in the Jar. Although it is simply a decorative block, it will be useful for us to create the radar, which it is possibly one of the tools. More useful because when you right-click, will be showing us the exact location of all creatures within a 30-block radius, being an excellent tool. And above all, if we want to find somewhere underground, or even to detect enemies. Hence, if you are looking for a mod with new tools and striking enemies, this can certainly be one of the most fun. I have said all this now, yes. Let's go for the next and last position. And finally, what do you think? A simple but fun mod for villages. This mod is called Mutant Bill Ayers, which will be bringing us a new species of spinneret, being better known as the thieving hillager. It can usually appear in any type of raid, and only will dedicate himself to stealing the villagers' belongings. All this with his new gun, a weapon that can bind us once we defeat him. And while it may seem like a fairly simple mod, this contains some very interesting mechanics. Well, once he approaches a villager, this will start to shake, and then release everything of value. the things that they will be able to let go will be changing his profession. And once they are stripped of their belongings, now they won't be able to be victims of another robbery. Yes, just like in Mexico. What's worse, once a villager has been robbed, this one will no longer be able to have any kind of job, remaining forever as an unemployed villager. And we can also do this mechanic in ourselves, as long as we have the gun in one of our hands. And although this can be done with any type of villager, if we were to come across a street vendor, the situation may get a little ugly. Since he is a more experienced villager, this one is going to defend himself. Well, look at that reference to real life. Well, what did you think of these mods? Which of them was your favorite? Or what other mod would you like to see appear in some upcoming video? I will be reading in the comments. Well guys, I hope you liked it. They had fun, which is the most important thing for me. If you liked this video, I would ask you to please leave your like. Please comment on what you thought of this video. What other types of videos would you like to see on the channel? And also subscribe. That is very important. Remember that the traveling villagers are not Peruvians. And see you in the next video. Bye.